Yeah. Yeah, have a seat. So.
Okay, so thank you very much, Prime Minister, for taking some time to be with us this morning. All of the young people that you see here are students who will commence their studies in China this coming September. Some of them leave next week, and the others a couple of weeks. The Chinese gave us 5 scholarships this year for undergraduate studies, and they all applied. This year we had an overwhelming number of applicants, and that's why you see so many.
Okay, how many was it total?
So, right now we have 16 who are going to go off.
Okay.
And we had close to 40 who applied for the Chinese scholarships.
Okay.
They gave us 5 in full.
So we're funding the others?
So we will fund the others. Everybody does their language for the first year.
Right.
So we are funding the other 10 for the language here, which is not very costly. It's like if we're sending them to Monroe or Open Campus here in Antigua. So we're funding them, and that gives them a heads up for next year. It also, the Chinese informed us that that is a good way to get the Chinese government to give us additional scholarships.
Got you.
Because they would have already been trained.
So you're forcing their hands.
In the language. So
good strategy.
Right. And so I am going to introduce them to you. We have 2 continuing students with us who are going to assist these students in climatizing in China.
Nice.
The young lady, Royan Boy, she is studying in Shanghai, and so she will travel with the first group next week and get them settled and everything.
Good.
The remaining students will also be assisted by Zidane Martin, who also studies currently in China.
Sure. Okay.
So
What city he's in?
Shanghai.
Shanghai too? Okay,
Shanghai,
nice.
yes.
Good.
And we have another student in Beijing who will assist the students who are going to settle in Beijing, so we are prepared for that.
Good.
2 students are not with us today because they are overseas as part of their preparation for going. So we have Caricia Campbell.
Pleasure.
If you could do a little stand. She is going to be studying computer science and technology.
Good.
And she's from Upper Fort Road.
Okay, right. Close to my neck of the woods.
Yes. Aaliyah Campbell. She is going to study software engineering.
Nice.
She's from Herbert's.
Nice, pleasure.
Daniela Mohammed. She is from Union Road, Hutton. And she is going to do clinical medicine.
Oh, nice. So you become a get a doctor? Yeah, I'm a get a man, right? You sure you know that? Okay, cool.
Sierra McKinnon. She is from Golden Grove, and she's going to do business administration.
Pleasure, good.
The other students now, they already chosen their major, but because they're only going to do their language here, we just introduced them. Kenise Lynch, she is from Gambles.
Nice.
Nyla Jacobs from Casada Gardens. Leon Tomlinson, he's from Belmont.
Okay, pleasure.
Rashan Luby from Painters. Alicia LeBlanc from Painters, along with Isis LeBlanc from Painters. Timon Peters from Freeman's Village.
Pleasure.
Angelique Liddy from St. Clair Heights.
Nice.
As a matter of Angelique Liddy is one of our national swimmers.
Oh, nice. Pleasure.
And so she intends also to continue her swimming in China.
Right.
And we have one master's student who applied under another program, and we're familiar with him, Jesse Dean Jonas.
Yes. Hey, come right. You good?
Yeah.
And Jesse will be studying masters in information and communication engineering. It's like a professional accountancy program. He's currently employed at APUA, so he'll be going to improve his skills to come back to work for APUA. So Prime Minister, the floor is yours.
Did you skip somebody? I think so.
Oh yes. Sorry, Madison. Madison Mills from Nut Grove.
Pleasure.
Sorry.
My only observation of disappointment so far is that we do not have enough ghetto representation. So you're going to have to go on a recruitment drive in the ghetto, you know what I mean? Get them to level up.
to entice them.
Absolutely,
Yeah.
because too many of them involved in crime and violence, and they need more role models. If we can get more of them applying for scholarships and elevating themselves, I believe they will help to encourage others to do likewise rather than to be engaged in a life of crime and violence. But in any case, I just want to congratulate all of you and to commit the government support to make sure that your studies are successful. But clearly you have an obligation as well to put in the work to ensure that you are successful. You're not only representing yourselves, you're representing your families, you're representing our nation, and we expect nothing but the best performance. We are determining that Antiguans and Barbudans should be educated at the level and to be able to upskill to the level that they can compete with the best in the world. So for us, all competition is global, and you should not see yourselves as domestic competitors or even regional ones, but international competitors who will be able to compete with the best in the world in your respective fields of study or in your respective endeavors. So we want you to set very high standards, very high ambitions. Even though most of you are doing first degrees, you should even set the ambition of having a terminal degree. I'm very happy that our dear comrade Jonas is now leveling up to a master's degree, and hopefully you'll consider a PhD. So pursue your studies to the highest level that you can, and at the same time ensure that when you end up in the workforce that you are very effective practitioners, disciplined, high performers. That's our expectation. And this is not a utopia. We believe that there's just something special about the Antigua and Barbudan people, and provided we rise to the occasion and we apply ourselves, we can be among the best in the world. So our expectations are very high. Not that we're trying to put you under any undue pressure, but for you to set very high values, a very high bar, so that when you return here, you return in the top leadership of Antigua and Barbuda. People like me and others within our institution, we now seeing our best years. We are now mature people getting ready to go into to become senior citizens if we live long enough. So the continuity in the governance of this country will be left to you. So you're not only the future, you're the present, but evidently you have to position yourselves for leadership within their respective fields. And I can assure you too that our government has a very strong youth focus. So in terms of empowering you and creating opportunities, we will continue to create these opportunities. It's for you to seize them, and at the same time to make sure that whatever skills you achieve, that you're able to monetize them. We also want our people to be economically successful, not just to be intellectually successful. And also think about the opportunity to monetize your skills on your own. I know that traditionally we have been training our people to come back and get a job. But if you can monetize your skill and work for yourself and make a multiple of what you ordinarily will make as an employee, then clearly you'll be making your education work for you. And I'm one of the individuals who believe that people who say they're bright, well, let's see the brightness, make your education work for you. And even if you have to get a job, there's nothing stopping you, for example, to have a little side gig so you can utilize your skill to make a little extra money. And I know money is not the be-all and end-all, but I don't accept that is the root of all evil. In fact, it's probably the root of all progress. So whatever skill you have, make sure that you monetize it and you position yourselves to be in a position to take care of your obligations, your family obligations, and to be effective and productive citizens. And again, we just want you to set very high goals, very high ambitions, and to work hard towards them. You're going to experience difficulties. Student life is not easy life. It's not a life of luxury. If anything, it's a life of sacrifice, one in which you are making the sacrifice now so that you can lead a far more productive and beneficial or rewarding life. So look at it from the standpoint you're going to sacrifice the next, let's say, 3-4 years, or if you're getting a terminal degree up to 7 years, you're sacrificing all the leisure and so on that you may have had. You're sacrificing the time to study. You're literally applying all of your intellectual capital to build capacity so that you can be a far more productive citizen, so that you can make a greater contribution to nation building. So despite the challenges that will come, you have to show resilience. You have to understand that, look, this is a temporary situation. And, and the truth is, if you love what you do, you may not even find it challenging. There are many challenges that people encounter from time to time, but if what you're doing, you're really immersed in it and you love what you're doing, sometimes you don't even see the challenges. Some of you may even have challenges in terms of poverty, not having enough resources. Again, you just apply yourselves accordingly to live within your means. Whereas your friends may be able to afford steaks and lobsters and so on. Even if you have to eat little rice and peas, nothing wrong with that. It's the same protein and probably healthier protein from the beans compared to the fatty steaks and the lobsters and so on that others like Mr. Merchant would have. And then you will probably live longer and look healthier. So don't envy people with excesses. And a student life could be a life in which you would develop better disciplines, learn to manage your meager resources. I recall I studied in the UK, and the funds were limited. I had to make sure that I stretched the money to make sure I didn't run out of money. And it meant eating very modestly. It meant, for example, going to a fish and chip shop to buy some fish and chips. In fact, I don't recall ever eating at a proper restaurant in the UK when I was a student. And I understood what the ambition was to qualify as soon as possible and not to live a life of luxury. Even in terms of the time management and so on, you're going off to a foreign country, that is all you have to do to literally eat and study. Exercise. Make sure too that you exercise and keep the body active and respect the laws of China. Unlike here in Antigua and Barbuda, in which we probably don't enforce the laws as strictly as we ought to. A place like China and you violate, you go to jail or they deport you. And you don't want to have that kind of stigma. We've had one or two issues with probably a couple of individuals so far, and they have been the studies were actually interrupted. There's one who were able to salvage, but generally speaking, we don't want that to happen to any of you. So respect the laws of the country, be good citizens, and work towards improving your skills to come back to be very productive citizens. So that's my little layman's advice to you. Let's say Gassy Dread's advice to you. So bless and good luck with your studies.
Thank you.
Yeah. You all know Gassy Dread, right?
Yes, sir.
Sure? Who doesn't know Gassy Dread? Everybody know Gassy Dread? Or you don't know Gassy Dread? Okay. Ask your friends. Yes, King.
Yes, sir. I was given the duty of giving a short speech for everybody.
Same.
I just wanted to say thank you for the opportunity, and it's going to be short.
That's cool, short and sweet.
Yeah, just wanted to thank you for the opportunity, and we promise that we won't let you down. We will.
The nation, and certainly your parents.
but we won't let you out though.
Yes, good.
That's my speech.